Alright then guys, so like I told you at the end of episode 7 of the Schalke Career Mode, we've got a couple of very big games that will determine the outcome of our season this season with Schalke. It's episode 8 today, and we've got a game now against Bayern Munich, one of 2 very big games this episode, and Bayern Munich a very good side. Seems like they've gone with Ulreich in goal, not Neuer. That might be a very big advantage for us, because Ulreich not the best keeper in the world, Neuer arguably the best keeper, or the best keeper in the game. Anyways, De Gea is the best keeper in the world. First chance here comes after a very good driving one from Lucas. Gives the ball to Geist, and Geist gives it back, and that is a penalty. I don't care what you say, that is daylight murder, daylight robbery, and we were robbed of a penalty there. Really should have got a penalty there, and maybe the score line would be 1-0 right now. Did have a chance there. Müller, who was actually quite isolated, managed to whip out a very nice shot, which did test our keeper Farman. Next chance of the game does come here though, Sané though, and how do I explain this? Like, game, what was that? Like, obviously we scored, I'm not gonna complain, and karma did occur. We weren't given the penalty as that goes. I mean, it was as close to the post as you can really get without striking it, and Alvarez did get a hand to it, but really should be doing better. And that's what I said at the start of the game. Having a bad keeper in goal is going to be really a good advantage for us. After a tight struggle with Benatia, Lucas does get through, but then and then Philip Lahm does come through and make the tackle. Chance isn't quite over yet though. Kaisara finds Sané down the right wing. Sané maybe with a bit of magic. Okay. I really should stop saying these stuff because it's just not working. Anyways, Huntelaar through. It's through now. Huntelaar 1-on-1. Huntelaar misses. Huntelaar misses from there. Huntelaar. I mean, he did the hard bit, which is keeping away from the defenders with his 65, 70 pace. Not even 70, it's probably like 60 pace. And then he couldn't do the easy bit with his 82, 83 shooting. He missed from there. His 86 finishing. He missed from there. Anyways, we do get the last chance of the game here. Huntelaar does slightly recover, but it did actually count as an own goal, because as you'll see in the replay in a couple of seconds, it bounced off Ulreich's leg and then his arm. I think the game kind of thought it was an own goal, because maybe because it bounced off his leg, it might have been going over, but then because it hit his arm, it went into the back of the net. But nevertheless, I mean, we missed it. We weren't given a penalty there, but then we were given 2 very nice goals. I mean, that goal, it shouldn't really be an own goal, but we'll just call it an own goal. We do win that game 2-0. We win by the same scoreline as the scoreline that we lost to Dortmund last episode. We do have yet another big game, like I told you at the start of today's episode, against Bayer Leverkusen. Unfortunately, the first highlight of the game is quite an annoying one, really, because Gaia did get injured. He was breaking into the center, and he did get injured. It was a weird collision with Bellarabi, and I was about to take Guedes off at half time, but to be honest, if I do, he's only probably going to be injured for like 5 days. He's moving around well on the pitch, really, but that will put us down all the way to only 1 substitution. Is quite annoying. Anyways, we do take Gaia off, obviously, for Kolasinac, whatever his name is, and then Lucas down the left wing is denied a very nice goal, actually, by a sliding defender. Didn't quite I mean, the shot might have hit the post, might have hit the side net, and might have gone nowhere near the goal. Keeper might have saved it. But anyways, that is the end of that game. boring 0-0 draw. We do have another game here against Hanover, which we will simulate with our second team. We are away. We are at home, sorry, so we should win it, and we do. They get a goal in the 72nd minute to mean that we don't quite win it as easily. Belanda did score a penalty in that game. Belanda seems to be scoring in every single game that we're simming with our second team, and which is very, very good. Anyways, as you can see here, we have got the last game of the Bundesliga, of the Europa League group stages, and unfortunately we had to win to secure kind of have to win to secure our place in the knockout stages. They have the first chance, bought the keeper out quite early on to put the player off, and he was put off, and he struck the ball on a one-on-one. They did get the first goal though. The player who Hofbauer, or whatever his name was, player who struck the ball a couple of minutes ago, does whip in a very nice ball into the area. And what on earth is that defender doing there? I think that was Nude Stado, whatever his name is, allowing the defender to allowing the attacker to get the ball, and really should not be allowing that, to be honest. Really bad goal to concede. Anyways, we do get on level terms through Sydney Sam. A really, really nice goal. Quite nice plays you see on the replay here by Belanda, or Huntelaar, I think that is. Putting the defender in towards him, and then playing through Sydney Sam with an inch perfect through ball, and kind of swerved away from the goalkeeper, and he really had no chance with that. Really great strike, putting us back on level terms. They do have a very, very good chance yet from another header, but it was very well saved. Great reaction save from our keeper in goal. Our keeper, where else is our keeper going to be? Farman. But then again, we do go and concede, and guess what? It's to that Fawashikabula guy, whatever his name is. Keeper, quite comical actually, tripped over one of their players. In real life, that'll probably be ruled as a foul, or they'll just have to replay the goal. At half time, I was like, this is not working. There are 74, 75 rated centre back. Nudstad wasn't working really. He was a person who really allowed that first goal. So we did bring Hoofdes on. We changed the instructions a bit. They were beating us down the wings a bit. Our wing backs didn't have the most pace in the world. Our full backs, not really wing backs, don't have the most pace in the world. So when they go forward, they can't quite track back with much effectivity, if that's a word. So scores still at 2-1 to them. I was like, oh, it's not really gonna work, is it? Chance after chance after chance just wasn't really working for us, until here in the 64th minute, where it was just an injection of hope really. Huntelaar getting the goal after a nice bit of team play, brought into the area to Huntelaar, took it away from the keeper. Keeper started coming out. It's one of those things that just happens, where keepers start coming out as soon as you start nearing the 6-yard box, and then finessed it around both defender and the keeper. In the 70th minute almost really, Sydney Sam does have a phenomenal chance here. And oh man, I was so happy when this happened. Like, no one runs that far out with a player when they're not this happy. Like, it might get them through in a cup or a competition like this. It might win them the league, but no one runs out that far with their player unless they're this happy. It was a great goal. He lost the ball here, but then won it back, and then he was in so much space in the middle of the area. No one was really marking him. With his pace, no one can really mark him. And then I thought I'd taken one touch too many, but Sydney Sam does manage to get his second goal of the game, and our third, and that is the final whistle. And the players are celebrating because they know that we are through to the next round in this competition. And as you can see in a couple of seconds, I'll show you proof of the table. We just about nick at the end. And if you have enjoyed the video, please be sure to drop it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you just next time, but just after we look at the stats. Quite even actually, and the game was quite even, and there you see it. We just about pipped Anderlecht there. I think they lost their last game against Young Boys, so unfortunately we do finish in second place, not first, but what can you do? Anyways, as I said, everything, like, subscribe, and good Bye.